The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a much-discussed third-rounder in last year's draft. The second-year pro out of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Ridder back to throw. Oh, no, his first throw of this Super Bowl is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Going play action. Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Stroud working out of the gun. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Play action. Stroud now. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 30. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and this time he is in. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will add to their 1st quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Crowder's got it over the middle. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Stroud sets up the play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Play action. Here's Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield. And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right? Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. He stiff-arms him. Fighting through, and he's got space. 60 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Running with slant, that's Robert Woods. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Final play of the half, Stroud. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's halftime here on Sports Grandness Stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Come on, guys, let's go! So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. 60 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future would bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown. His second touchdown this Super Bowl. And the Texans will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. There'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So he's in for his third score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. On the return, Phillips. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense taking over again. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, it's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it and not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. Toby looking to get in the end zone again, had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Ritter now. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is 1st and 10. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ritter on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ritter wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Ritter. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Stroud. That is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Ritter. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a two-point conversion will tie the game. One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need two to tie. Here's Ritter. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well.
He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that's reestablishing confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. On the return, Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete to Hollins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this offense seeing their dreams in danger. They trail by 8 here in overtime. They've got to score, and they've got to do it before the end of the period. It's second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So their offense got the touchdown. They needed this defensive stand, and after that play, Charles, they are on the verge of getting that stand and winning this football game.
It's a whole different ball game now in the playoffs, isn't it? Because now everyone understands with the new rules, your job's not done anymore if you scored that initial touchdown. You've still got to come out and play some defense.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.